damn show on the radio. You don't like it? Keep listening.
Welcome back, everybody, to the BDSR Network's Behind the Block with Mike Knoxxx. People, that's right. I spelled my name with 3 X's because like that old school Raw you just got finished watching, if you're not down with that, I have 2 words for you. Exactly, people. Listen, old school Raw did exactly what it was supposed to do. Give you that nostalgic feeling. Give you that feeling of just being a flat-out wrestling fan. Remembering the legends. Remembering the Roddy Pipers. Remembering the Too Cools with Rikishi. Remembering Jake the Snake Roberts. And remembering probably the best title there's ever been in professional wrestling. The $1 Million Championship. People, listen, I can go no further but to continue to go on and say I'm representing them the best way that I can with all the gear that I purchased. My old school Raw hat I wore to WrestleMania 28, which I will be at WrestleMania 30 this year in New Orleans, so come catch me. But most importantly, you can catch me on the BDSR Network each and every single day of the week if you want me to. On your iTunes and your Stitcher, wherever it has to be. Cheap pop. People, but I go from old school to new school to tell you like this. Old school Raw was just flat out good to me. It was good. It was supposed to give you a feeling of going back. It wasn't much to this show. It wasn't much storyline for you to dig into and reach into and to look for and to complain about. It was to give you the pop, people. The pop that lets you know to get ready for the up-and-coming season. What season are we in? Now, I'm a man of God, so there's many seasons you can have, but most importantly, as a wrestling fan, there's only one season that matters. The season that leads you to WrestleMania, people. I talked about it earlier where I would be, but let's talk about the event and what it's leading up to. And before you get to WrestleMania, you got to make your stop down Royal Rumble Boulevard. People, listen. We got tonight on the old school Raw. We got the word from Batista himself. Spotlight now. I Walk Alone will enter the Royal Rumble. People, that's big news. But we kind of already knew that. What I thought was good, we got to see finally what all the talk was about last week. What had the IWC, what had the WWE Universe, what had you, the YouTube subscribers out there going mad, going crazy about was Daniel Bryan now Daniel Wyatt turning to the Wyatt family. And they were in a 6-man tag team match going up against Rey Mysterio and the Usos. And surprisingly, because of how the story continued to go forth in this storyline, because wrestling is just that, hashtag storyline, the Usos and Rey Mysterio get the victory. But then after that, you see backstage in the backstage area where you see Daniel Bryan is yelling at Luke and Roman talking about, I've done this. I've been a tag team champion. I didn't join you guys. I came with you guys to teach you guys so we could come together. And I'm on a team with you. No, I'm a team with you. And then Bray Wyatt comes by and says, no, you're not. Because we're going to team together. I can't wait to see that right there. I love where that's going because they didn't make Daniel Bryan sit there and be a mute. He came out, he said something, he said why he joined with the Wyatt family. Any more excuses, people? So what? You want to say, hold on. He's getting buried? No, he's getting brought into spotlight, people. A spotlight like only a superstar like Batista, Cheap Poppy coming back the 20th can give you, people. And also, as the old school Raw continued to go on, I got my kids, they got the app. They're like, vote for Sergeant Slaughter. Vote for something. I'm like, no, I want Arn Anderson. No, I want Sergeant. No, I want Arn Anderson. No, I want Sergeant Slaughter. So we voted for Sergeant Slaughter. He came to be the special guest referee as Damian Sandow lost this match that he took on against the Great Khali. But does it really matter? Because it was all about the nostalgic of the night. But of course, you got people out there saying, oh, there go Damian Sandow getting buried again. No, he's not getting buried. This guy will be a future WWE champion one day. His time is just not now. Then we got Raw started off with no other than the 16-time World Heavyweight Champion, Ric Flair. And then Randy Orton comes out and says, hey, I'm the man now. Now get out my ring. I was on for a Legend Killer comeback. I really wanted to see somebody get punted in the head. Sorry, Ric Flair. I want to see you get punted. But then here comes Captain Charisma. No, not that Captain Charisma. Here comes Superhero Man. No, not that guy. Here come the Fruity Pebble guy. Of course not. Here come You can't see me. John Cena comes to the ring and his antics and doing what he's doing, which, by the way, I don't care what y'all say. I like what's going on. My kids like it. I like it. So we move forward. John Cena comes out. You can't talk about this, man. He is a 16-time world champion. And I'm sitting in my head saying to myself, isn't John Cena about a title away from tying that record? I'm just saying. But then that went on, okay? But then CM Punk and the Piper's Pit that rounded out with the Shield, because the Shield was in the Piper's Pit. But then as they were about to attack him, CM Punk comes out, and then they get the match that we all knew was going to happen on Raw. We knew that match was coming. We knew it was coming because the internet told us. We knew it was coming because it happened last week. Roman Reigns defeats CM Punk. Is there a rift in the Shield? Or does this bring the Shield together? Because believe in the Shield. I believe in the Shield, so you should believe in the Shield too. But you know, I know how you guys are. I want them to break up. He should be champion. He should be champion. He should be champion. Can we get y'all guys a little thing here when Tully Blanchard called into Perfect Plex Talk Radio each and every single Monday night at 6:30 p.m. on Blog Talk Radio, or better yet, on BDSRnetwork.com. It's a cheap pop, but it ain't because I pay for the program. But like we told you right there, the Four Horsemen, the symbol of excellence in professional wrestling when it comes to stables, all won single titles. All had great careers, but all stayed with the Four Horsemen. It can be done. Let's not clamor for something just because you want to see it. Let's see what the millions and millions wants to see. Let's find out what that is. But people, all in all, Raw was great, but listen, for me, I like to mark out every once in a while. Shout out to the Wrestling Marks of Excellence, my man Dr. D, my kicks is my fix on Instagram. You know who you are, Corey, and that whole family. Shout out to the Wrestling Realm, my baby brother, Mr. Main Event. Shout out to all my wrestling fans. Shout out to the Smack Talk Center. Shout out to the Fox. Shout out to everybody out there, my man Spotface, that do y'all thing. But I had to mark out for Too Cool and Uncle Rikishi doing a thing. And why? Because Grandmaster Sexay was on Raw tonight. And most importantly, people, here it come again, but it's not cheap. He will be on Perfect Plex Talk Radio next Monday night, people. But they still got it. That's the most important part. DX was there. IRS was there. The Godfather was there. I mean, Nikolai Volkov was there. This was a great old school Raw. They had the old school ring. They had the old school ropes. They had the old school entranceway. The only thing we were missing, honestly, was Ahmed Johnson. Damn! But, people, old school Raw was good. It's not much really to talk about, not much to get into, not too much storyline to get into. We didn't really care about the match because the nostalgic part of the night is what kept us going. People, I'm Mike Knoxxx. I spell it with 3 X's. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me wherever this little link wants to send you. And just follow me because I follow back. But people, listen, old school Raw was good. I'm going to play out, give it right now. I give it a 10. Okay, I give it a 9. No. An 8? Now, I'm going to give it a 10 because I had a great time, and I hope you had a great time too, y'all. Listen, I'm going to go put this spell back up in the case, in the velvet case in which it is. I am hashtag the Bell King. I am hashtag you don't like me, come and see me. I am hashtag you don't like it. Listen, anyway, I'm hashtag Mr. Blog Talk Radio. 5 years running strong, baby. I'm hashtag WWE guy, and most importantly, I'm hashtag don't get mad at me because your girl love me because you ain't me. I'm out of here, y'all. Wrestling is my fix. So why don't you go ahead and get like me. Peace, y'all. Raw was good.
Mike Knoxxx. That's their show on the radio. You don't like it?